Hello again, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Today, we'll be reviewing an album from a 1960s soft rock band that was certainly big in their day, but seemed to have been forgotten in the following decades. And that band is the Monkees. And that album is their 1967 effort, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones. Now, this project showed a different side of what the Monkees' music could be. It still sounded like them, but with a slightly richer, more experimental approach, likely due to the fact that they had quite a bit of assistance from outside musicians this time around. So, does this album hold up nearly 60 years after its initial release? Let's find out. This is the Monkees and their 1967 LP, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones. Number 1. Salesman. I immediately did not like this song. Way too country folk sounding for my taste. I don't know, I don't think it's bad, it's just not for me. But you listen to it for yourselves. For me, you get the 0 out of 10. Number 2, She Hangs Out. Same opinion, I guess. This song is not very good either. Again, in my opinion, if you like the more country folk type of rock stuff, then I wouldn't even say there's really much rock in these. It's more country folk. If you take a liking to that kind of stuff, then you'll probably like this fine. But it's just not my cup of tea. It sounds like the Beatles, but bad. So, 0 out of 10. Number 3, The Door into Summer. This one is much better compared to the other two. Still kind of folky, but a bit more soft rock infused here to balance it out. This one is actually really catchy. It has a great melody, both instrumentally and vocally. Something about it reminds me of the old Colorado City Day festivals that we used to have here in Colorado Springs when I was a kid. I think they still do them now, but shit, I haven't gone to one 22 years, something like that. But I digress. 10 out of 10. Number 4, Love Is Only Sleeping. This is one of my favorite songs from the Monkees. I found this album through this song about 15 years ago. Great vocal harmonies between Davy Jones and Mickey Dolenz here, with Dolenz providing lead vocals on this one. The hook is really good as well. Great job all around. 10 out of 10. Number 5, Cuddly Toy. This song is pretty decent. I actually find myself liking it more and more on repeat listens. Very much influenced by the kind of music that the Beatles were making around this time. Give this one a 7.5 out of 10. Number 6, Words. This one is really good. Very experimental. I really like the seductive undertone that slides into this more grandiose section and then back again. A great listen in my opinion. 10 out of 10. Number 7, Hard to Believe. I love this song. I really love this song. There's an obvious Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons influence on this one, and I love it. Davy Jones sings lead here with Mickey Dolenz on backing vocals and some dual harmony parts. Great song. Give this one another 10 out of 10. Number 8, What Am I Doing Hanging Round? Again, this one is a bit too folky for my liking, but I do like the hook. It's pretty damn catchy, can't lie. But the song as a whole, not bad, it's just not my style. I give this one a 3 out of 10. Number 9, Peter Percival Patterson's Pet Pig Porky.
Peter Percival Patterson had a pig named Porky.
Okay, someone got into the acid stash and indulged a little too much. What the fuck was this? I'm no rating. Number 10, Pleasant Valley Sunday. This is another one of my top 5 songs from these guys. I first heard this song when I was like 5 or 6 years old on one of my dad's records. Mickey Dolenz takes on the lead vocals here. Back then, before I knew about the Monkees, I went a few years thinking this was actually the Beatles, and that was the initial catalyst behind this band's formation. A bunch of executives got together and got these guys together to be America's answer to the Beatles. But, that's another story for another day. But yeah, this song is great. It definitely lives up to its name. Pleasant Valley Sunday. That's exactly what it sounds like. I give this one a 10 out of 10. Number 11, Daily Nightly. This song is pretty cool. Not what I was expecting, but in this case, that was a good thing. This song is actually really dope. It's like experimental soft rock with like some psychedelic rock elements. Very telling of the time it was made, but I like it. I give this one a 10 out of 10. Number 12, Don't Call on Me. Another really good track here. This one is smooth. To me, this is what I think it would sound like if Paul Anka tried to do 60s soft rock with bossa nova elements, if that makes any sense. It's like Paul Anka mixed with the Beach Boys, mixed with Astrid Gilberto. Yeah, very enjoyable to listen to. 10 out of 10. Number 13, Star Collector. Oh Christ, what is this? They were trying way too hard to beat the Beatles during their Yellow Submarine era here. I mean, I know the Monkees thing is that they usually ape the Beatles in every turn, at least in the early part of their career, but right here, it's just, this is a new low. But I mean, it's not like Yellow Submarine was, I'm not getting into that. But this sounds like some shit straight out of the goddamn circus. I mean, I'm talking Bozo the Clown, Dumbo, all that shit. Should have ended this album on the previous song because I do not know what the fuck this is. Just like the earlier song, Mr. Percival Porky's whatever the fuck, this is about as perplexing as that. As the 60s, drugs, I'll let it go. But yeah, that's a wrap. Overall, 0 out of 10 for that last song. Now, that's a wrap. Overall, this album turned out to be not at all what I was expecting. And in this case, that turned out to be a good thing for the most part. This project sounds quite different from the Monkees' previous output, with the band bringing in several studio musicians to embellish in several studio, I guess I would say additions. I mean, I don't know if by this point, the Monkees were writing more of their own music and not having other people write it for them, if I understand right. I think it was either this album or maybe the Headquarters. I don't know. I don't want to get too deep into that if my facts are not right. But yeah, the bottom line is they brought in several studio musicians to embellish upon the work. And the output was experimental, folkish, flower, power rock and roll. And other than a few low points, it's a surprisingly good album, in my opinion. Now, I can honestly say that it's far better than I'd expected it to be. I thought that maybe it would have 2 or 3 decent songs, tops, but out of the 13 on here, a little over half are a lot better than they have any right to be. Now, if you're looking to check out this band's music, yeah, I'd recommend this as a good starting point. I think that if you find yourself liking some of the material here, then you'd likely enjoy some of their more well-known work. Now, on the other hand, if you're a Beatles fan and you're looking for something very similar, then look no further, as the Monkees were literally America's answer to the Beatles. Are they as good as them? I'll let you decide that for yourselves. One thing I could say, though, the Monkees definitely made some great tunes during the years they were active as a band. Overall, I give this album an 8 out of 10. I'd like to take this time to thank my editor for all his hard work, and to thank you all for your time as well. I sincerely appreciate it. If you enjoyed this review, I kindly ask that you subscribe to the channel, leave a like and comment, hit the bell for notifications, and share this video with anyone that you feel would be interested. Until next time, everyone, be safe, take care of yourselves, and each other.